Hey, thank you for being here today. We are in Job um, in this part of our series, and today we're actually going to go through Job 6 and 7. This is going to start with Job's first response to his friends, and it takes up two chapters here. But before we do, if you have any prayer requests, please comment down below. I'd love to pray with you. And also, if you're enjoying the series, give this video a thumbs up. I'd love to see how you guys are enjoying it and if you're getting anything out of it. Um, but otherwise, I know I'm having a great time. It's been great getting to talk with you guys and also reading the word, getting in it more, and making the videos as well, the scripture reading videos. That has been a lot of fun. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part and for your support. I truly appreciate you. All right, so let's get started. Job chapter 6. Then Job answered and said, "Oh, that my vexation were weighed, and all my calamity laid in the balances, for then it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words have been rash. For the arrows of the Almighty are in me, my spirit drinks their poison. The terrors of God are arrayed against me. Does the wild donkey bray when he has grass, or the ox low over his fodder? Can that which is tasteless be eaten without salt, or is there any taste in the juice of the mallow? My appetite refuses to touch them. They are as food that is loathsome to me. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would fulfill my hope, that it would please God to crush me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. This would be my comfort. I would even exult in pain unsparing, for I have not denied the words of the Holy One. What is my strength that I should wait? And what is my end that I should be patient? Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh bronze? Have I any help in me when resource is driven from me? He who withholds kindness from a friend forsakes the fear of the Almighty. My brothers are treacherous as a torrent bed, as torrential streams that pass away, which are dark with ice, and where the snow hides itself. When they melt, they disappear. When it is hot, they vanish from their place. The caravans turn aside from their course. They go up into the waste and perish. The caravans of Timnah look, and the travelers of Sheba hope. They are ashamed because they were confident. They come there and are disappointed. For you have now become nothing. You see my calamity and are afraid. Have I said, make me a gift? Or from your wealth offer a bribe for me? Or deliver me from the adversary's hand? Or redeem me from the hand of the ruthless? Teach me, and I will be silent. Make me understand how I have gone astray. How forceful are upright words. But what does reproof from you reprove? Do you think that you can reprove words when the speech of a despairing man is wind? You would even cast lots over the fatherless and bargain over your friend. But now, be pleased to look at me, for I will not lie to your face. Please turn. Let no injustice be done. Turn now. My vindication is at stake. Is there any injustice on my tongue? Cannot my palate discern the cause of calamity? Chapter 7. Has not man a hard service on earth, and are not his days like the days of a hired hand? Like a slave who longs for the shadow, and like a hired hand who looks for his wages. So I am allotted months of emptiness, and nights of misery are a portion to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I arise? But the night is long, and I am full of tossing till the dawn. My flesh is clothed with worms and dirt. My skin hardens, then breaks out afresh. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and come to their end without hope. Remember that my life is a breath. My eye will never again see good. The eye of him who sees me will behold me no more. While your eyes are on me, I shall be gone. As the cloud fades and vanishes, So he who goes down to Sheol does not come up. He returns no more to his house, nor does his place know him any more. There I will not restrain my mouth. I will speak to the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I the sea or a sea monster that you set a guard over me? When I say, my bed will comfort me, my couch will ease my complaint, then you scare me with dreams and terrify me with visions, so that I would choose strangling and death rather than my own bones. I loathe my life. I would not live forever. Leave me alone, for my days are a breath. What is man that you make so much of him, and that you set your heart on him, visit him every morning, and test him every moment? How long will you not look away from me, nor leave me alone till I swallow up my spit? If I sin, what do I do to you, you watcher of mankind? Why have you made me your mark? Why have I become a burden to you? Why do you not pardon my transgression and take away my iniquity? For now I shall lie in the earth. You will seek me, but I shall not be. Hmm. So at the beginning of chapter 6, you see that Job is addressing his friends in that moment, um, talking about their lack of kindness toward him. And that's why it's so important to be wise and sensitive when dealing with people in distress. And why I mentioned before about praying and asking God how you're to be helping this person during this time. Because we don't know what part of their grief and distress that they're in. Truly, we don't know the hearts of man, only God does. And that's why it's always important to be discerning when dealing with people who are in distress. But not the Lord, excuse me, but Job turns from speaking to his friends and addressing them to then talking to the Lord. In chapter 7, you start to see where he addresses God and is crying out to the Lord, much like David, the Psalms that David wrote did. Um, in these poetic forms, he cries out to God and asks the Lord, you know, where is my help? Where is my vindication in this? And again, he still expresses to God his lament, right, over his suffering. That is all good to do, all good to cry out to the Lord. And Job is an example of one who did that, but also the book of Psalms. David wrote much of the Psalms, and he is a great example. If you, in your walk with the Lord, are not really sure how to open up to him and to talk to him as a friend, these would be good examples for you to read to see how David and Job opened their hearts to the Lord, how they rendered their hearts to him, and that is just how we're to be, that open and vulnerable with God. And I'm so thankful that he gave us examples like that, because I know for me, I'm a stuffer. I don't usually talk about my problems. I keep them under wraps. Um, and just things that I've gone through in my life added on to that for giving me the reason to do that as well. So I've had to learn how to be open and vulnerable with God. And I am still learning that. I am not perfect at all. And these two men, Job and David, have shown me how to do that. And they can help you with that too if that's an area that you're needing help with. So I would encourage you, go through the book of Psalms. We're reading Job together here, but they offer great examples on how to be vulnerable with God. Okay, well, I will see you tomorrow for Job chapter 8. Bye.